Everyone who is saying you shouldn't be making fun of the queen.
Might be a long one. Hang on. This is gonna get good.
Okay, so by your logic, we should just laugh at the elderly when they pass away because they're old. We shouldn't mourn. We should be laughing while her family is in mourning, or while their family, because I'm going to take it away from the queen. Just anybody, any old body. We should just laugh, have a good time while their family is mourning. So what? Your grandmother passed away. So what? Your old ass aunt passed away. No, I refuse to be in that ignorant pool. And I wish more people on this app were not in that ignorant pool. But y'all are celebrating and having a good time. Like, it's acceptable. I'm not saying that the queen lived a wholesome life and didn't do anything wrong in her queendom. But at the same time, a lot of the things that fell upon her were things that came before she was crowned. So she kind of inherited a lot of the things that she had to do or deal with, much like the presidents here in the United States. That does not mean that when she passes away that it's a cause for celebration. I mean, you're still facing the same issues because her family is still on the throne. So good luck with that laugh. It just makes no sense to me. Anybody, and I'm not just talking to one certain demographic of people. I'm talking about anybody on this app laughing and celebrating a death of someone's relative. You are despicable, ignorant, and unnecessary waste of an egg and sperm. Correction. I'm not calling you specifically, sir, that waste. I'm speaking as a whole, grouping together. So keep your TikTok violation.
So I'm aware that you follow me. You might not follow me after this video. I need you to know I'm okay with that. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who's making fun of this woman dying. The Queen of England. One, as you mentioned, still in existence. There's a replacement. As soon as she died, there was one to replace her. Yes, that's true. Also, she was a tyrant. During her reign, not what fell upon her. During her reign, things she actually requested, things she ordered, things that she had done to other fucking human beings. That's why we don't respect her. It's not because she's dead that we don't respect her. It's because she had the audacity, to claim she was royal doing so. She had the right. You hear what I say to you? No. God gave it to her in the Bible. Gave her the right to kill other human beings. That's what he did, though. That's what God did. God does that, okay? And also, God told her to kill all those people. She did it for God. She was put on that throne by God himself, okay? So when we say that the queen is responsible, she's fucking responsible because God gave her the responsibility. It's in the Bible. You have to look that up, okay? I think it's in Leviticus, possibly. She's of a family line. One person was chosen. And that line, that family line that descends from that motherfucker, it's been the same line ever since. It's never deviated. Ever. No, not once. Right. So we, the people, okay, don't believe, one, she's royal, two, she's righteously royal, or three, that you have any place of judgment over anybody else. Let me tell you why. She's a white woman who felt that other people's color meant they weren't human. I don't care what until he died. I mean, I care. You know, obviously people die and care. I care. I don't have to care more about her, though. I don't have to not laugh when people disrespect. I don't have to give her more respect than I give another dead person, okay? I've lost a grandmother. I've lost parents before. I've lost people. So it hurts. Yeah, of course you don't want people joking about it. But don't you ever get it twisted that we're not allowed to bring up her fucking reign. Her reign made her who she was. That made her queen. She, the queen, did those things. You understand? While she was in rule, not before and not after. Okay, she's only being held responsible for the things she did while she was alive, while she was ruling and shit. She separated families. She killed thousands of fucking people. Her name, in her name, throughout the entire history of man, that kingdom had royalty. Okay, they were in charge. Do you guys say it? They were in charge. They always were in charge, and you're not allowed to say otherwise. To this day, you want to talk about she's royal. Who said God in your book? But if God said she was royal, that means you're saying no one has ever stolen the throne from who God chose. Not once. Nope. They didn't go to war for that throne. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't fight and marry incestuously just so they could keep the throne in their own fucking family. No, they didn't do that. No, that didn't take place. Now, mind you, this history that I bring up just now was actually written by white people. You can't say black people made up this shit. No, you can't say that. I don't care that you weren't the same color as me. I don't care. The history that we've been taught came from white people. Okay, that's all we have. That's all we get. That royal family line. It's still there. It's still in that continent area. Now it's the United Kingdom, but it started there. No, it started. The family line started there. God said so. Okay, God said so. Now, when God told us that we needed to be running ourselves, judging, priesting, and, kinging and stuff like that, God needed man. Do you understand? He needed us. Okay, God needed us. So the queen stepped up and filled that plate. She filled that platter. She sure did. She filled her plate all up and made sure that she took care of everything God couldn't do for himself, like killing all of these people, like murdering and raping and pillaging all these people. Now, she didn't rape anybody. No, heaven forbid. But she employed people who did. She employed them. She paid them afterwards as well. She did. She paid them. They got wages and salaries and stuff. Went further on crusades. The kingdom. For the royal fucking kingdom. She was allowed to do it because she was the queen. And we're not supposed to disrespect her. Now, if our family relative dies and someone disrespects us, then yes, you're allowed to be upset about that. Absolutely, of course, because that's rude. It's just disrespectful. I don't know if you would call them despicable. You got to get your priorities in straight. When I see despicable come out of your mouth, it's talking about people who are making fun of the queen who in fact was a tyrant. I don't care if you don't believe that matters. I do. I think it matters. It makes her who the fuck she was. That history makes her the queen who she was, not the Bible. Bible was written before the queen came along. She was born after the Bible was written, you understand? So she wasn't just following God's law. She was writing that fucking shit all by herself. Bible was already written, honey boo boo. God didn't have shit else to say. The queen's anointed, you understand? Her throne is fucking anointed. So the throne was allowed because God said so. Ever since he picked fucking David, that throne's allowed to kill at whim. That's God's will. Now tell me why I'm supposed to respect a person, a family line, no less, that believes that shit. My name's Robert Tess, LGBTQ. Thanks for listening.